Looks like we got a little creek slash river down there right off the trail here. Looks like the sun's wanting to peek out just a little bit. And so I will say this, you slip and get to falling down this one, if you don't catch a tree on the way down, you are definitely gonna make a splash. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting to see this early. It says I am at the end of the trail. And so here's the houses here, so I gotta be at the area. I'll show you on the map here. This has to be where I'm at. And so I'm gonna go on GPS and just verify the information. And so if anything changes, I'll note it on the map here. But I do know at the end of the map, there is a neighborhood. And so a development. And so that has to be what that right there is. And so I don't remember seeing anything else on the map showing any other developments before I got to the end of the trail there. And so at any rate, I guess I'm going to head on back. And so I don't know why I was expecting to see two bridges. I don't recall seeing two bridges. And so maybe that's just I'm mistaken. There wasn't two bridges, but there was a family on the swinging bridge, and so I didn't want to take any recording while they were up there with their children, and so I didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable. So hopefully there won't be anybody there and I can show you that bridge, but I'm going to go ahead and head on back. And so, but by what the Carolina Thread Trail map was showing is that it was 2.10 miles one way. And so I don't have anything to verify that because Sandra went back to the car with her phone, and so I don't have any type of step counter on my phone. I probably need to put one on it. And but it, by what I'm walking, it seems it's pretty darn close. If it's off any, it's not by much. And so, because I haven't been on this trail that long. And so, but anyway, I'm gonna head on back and hopefully I can show you this swinging bridge here. Okay, here is that swinging bridge here. I'm actually headed on the way back. First time I came through, there was a family here, so I didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable recording. And so, but I tell you what, this thing has got quite the bounce. And so, but this is this little river here slash large creek. And very cool, very cool. I don't know why I was thinking they had two of these, and so I just probably mistaken what I saw on the map. Very, very cool. They got some cool things on some of these trails. You could darn near put a little, getting a little go tubing down this thing. But this is where I'm headed. I'm going back. Sandra is actually back on the trail, and she's going to meet me where we originally split off at when she decided to go back to the car. She said that she feels decent enough. And so I will say this, it is extremely humid out here. And so, you know, it's, you got to be careful, you know, and make sure you hydrate yourself, which she did. And so, but let's take a little sit down moment right here, and I'll finish up the information about this trail. Okay, take me a little water break. And the last part of this information is the farmland over 130 acres is leased to a local farmer here in Cabarrus County. The farmer has implemented best management practices which supports farming and wildlife. While enjoying this property, please be respectful of this local farm's hard work to grow hay and grains, corn, soybeans, and wheat. And I did see some of that while walking on this trail. I saw some of that crops that are used to local feed cattle. They feed the cattle locally, and so for you hikers out here, I'm not doubting that any of my fellow friends that are hikers on the thread trails and all the other trails, we all know what it means to be able to see stuff like this. Though I have seen people misuse these trails and leave trash and debris and just really just very disrespectful to the land and to the people that live around here. And so, but at any rate, let's see if I can meet Sandra now. Well, look who I met on the trail. It's a member of Turt Russell Jr.'s family. Those of you that don't know Turt Russell Jr., when Sandra and I was at the Outer Banks, we were hiking one of the trails out there, and we saw where the locals were missing a turtle, and they called it Turt Russell. And so they said if anybody saw him out on the trail to let them know. They wanted to get him back. And but we actually found a box turtle under some driftwood that we brought back from the Outer Banks on our last trip. And we named him, or Sandra named him, Turt Russell Jr. And so I only posted it on Facebook. And so but here is another box turtle, and so he's crossing the trail here, and so he don't seem to be as skittish as Turt Russell Jr. was. And so, but I think I'm just going to leave him alone, let him be. And so that's some of the neat wildlife that you can see. And I've seen snakes crossing the the trail before. And so I think I just heard my phone ding. I think Sandra's wanting to know, where am I? Seems like it takes me forever to get somewhere. And so that's because it's not about the destination. It's also about the journey in between. And so that's one of my favorite mottos. And so I love to, so I was always told my family whenever we went on vacations, I said the vacation starts as soon as I get in the car in the driveway. And so sometimes we see little things along the way to our destination, and a 4-hour trip could easily take me 6 to 7 hours plus. If they did show 2 bridges, this is probably one of them they were referring to. And so probably so. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun cleaning my shoes. All right, I'm back here with Sandra. Quitter.
I had some issues.
She had some issues. And taking a little sit down break here, getting some water. And yeah, it is very humid out here, guys. Easy to get nauseous out here. And so didn't get any rain, even though I did feel a drop hit me at the very at the introduction of this video.
However, they have had some rain because it is very muddy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna be, my shoes could be worse. They could be worse, even though I'm still gonna have fun cleaning these things.
Yeah, it's red mud too. See?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of the red to it. Oh, I got into some good stuff.
Yeah, you did.
And so, but it's not too bad from here on back, but oh my goodness. And so I saw a few people here and there, and saw Turt Russell's relatives, cousin, And so just a little fella on the trail. And so he gave me the right of way. He was already to the side. He gave me one of those little claws, his little thumbs up, like a claw, little claw up.
Yeah.
And but we're not too far from the entrance on this thing. But
6/10 of a mile.
Yeah, I did try to put a step app on my phone, and then I found out it's just a 7-day free trial. And so I don't know. Sandra says there's a way that you can just keep, I guess, uploading the thing or whatever, and you get to use it for free. I don't know. And so, but I don't know. I just wanted to get on the trail, and so I got frustrated with it, and then it had me on metrics, and you know, I'm not that smart, and so I didn't have the time to fool with the thing. But I am going to try to get one on my phone though, in case something like this ever happens, where I'm left alone completely on the trail, and then I can still count the steps. But I will say this, I got to the end a whole lot quicker than I thought I would.
You did get to the end quicker than I thought you would too.
So when I get back home, I'm gonna look on the computer and kind of GPS everything, look at where I was at. And but I will say this, 2.10 miles, that's probably about right. That's probably about right. And so they're very close to it. And so if they're off, it ain't by much. It ain't by much at all. You guys take care. We love you. And come on out and check out this trail here. We hope you enjoyed it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.